It's been about a year since my school found my channel, and I thought that that would be the weirdest thing. You know, from this whole YouTube career, I thought that school finding my channel, that would be the weirdest. I was very, very wrong. Today, I'm going to be telling the story of how I've started getting recognized, all right? Like, the 3 steps up from my school finding my channel. And let me tell you now, it is a whole lot. Listen, I know lots of YouTubers get recognized, right? Lots of YouTubers have people come up to them. But I feel like I've had it a bit weirder than others. And by that, I mean incredibly. All of this story has happened, right? Or the reason I'm having loads of people coming up to me is because you lot have subscribed, all right? And now, I don't know if you've seen, I've been being in lots of the Sidemen videos at the moment, which my school has let me know, right? They are like the biggest UK YouTubers. And all of the comments, they hate me so much in every comment section. That's because, boys, people usually find me annoying at first. I don't know why. Maybe it's my devilishly good looks. I do know why. See, we're getting them. We're getting them. This whole story starts when I had about 3,000 subscribers. I used to go to gaming events back when they were open and the world wasn't shit. I would go to like gaming events. You can even see me, you know, like Will and E now and the biggest British YouTubers just in the background of photos. Like I used to love going to these gaming events, man, and meeting up with YouTubers, right? I go to this one called Insomnia that like, who went there? Will and E, Pyrocynical, Jack Sucks at Life, who now I'm fucking, oh, it's so weird. I have in my cupboard there, I have a signed thing from Jack Sucks at Life. How weird is that, right? But unfortunately, that's not the weird part of YouTube we're getting into today. So I know what it's like to see YouTubers get recognized. I've seen it loads. I've watched the Odd Ones Out video on it. But all of theirs are pretty tame, right? Nothing really... It's fine. It's just a little bit awkward. It's not weird. This is. So the other big thing that happened to me is my entire school found my channel. And now that sounds like something that will be all right. You know, you'd be able to get through it. It wasn't. That was one of the worst things ever, right? So I went into school on those days, and it was so abnormally weird as everyone came up to me and made references to my videos. Dude, it was genuinely so weird. So when this happened, I had about 100,000 subscribers, and it was peculiar. You know, having everyone in your school coming up to you, no one's built for that, right? It's not what I want. And I thought that that was going to be kind of the general biggest thing that would happen. And then the world went into a national lockdown. And that was even weirder than my school finding my channel. So I spent months sat inside, right? And in this lockdown, it all went crazy. So I went from about 100,000 subscribers to on the last day of lockdown hitting 1 million, which is mental, right? In about August, after hitting 1 million subscribers, I started going outside a little bit more, right? Because I could finally go out and see my friends, and it was much nicer. And I had what I would call is the strangest phenomenon of YouTube, the thing that you don't sign up for in the slightest, that just happens one day, and it is so weird. Is I started getting recognized. So just to set the record, that's when someone who just knows me from my YouTube will come up to me, right, and just be like, "Hello," and I'll go, "Oh my fucking god." No, I don't usually. I usually wink at them and then run. So immediately after the lockdown ended, I started going out just to the park with my friends in my local area. Nothing too much, right? Right? And I had the strangest thing that had ever happened to me at the time happen. Now, I was walking to the local park, and I was going to meet my friend Erin. And as I was walking there, I was listening to some rap music, probably some Drake. And there was a kid and his sister across the side of the road, and they were looking at me a little bit. And I was thinking, why are you? And so I kept walking. And the thing is, they kept looking at me. And because I was at school at this point, the thing that I've noticed British people do, which I'm not sure if they do in America, because in America, you probably smile at them, right? Not here. We do this thing where we get our AirPods and we stand up straighter and we go. And then we walk even faster. And I did that because I was like, why are these people staring at me? This is very weird. I'm going to look like a road man. And so I kept walking as they looked up at me. And I took out one AirPod. They didn't get my 2 AirPods. And they went, "Excuse me, are you Tommyinnit?" Yes, I am. You know, hey, oh, I like your videos. I just live around the block. I was freaked out. This had never happened to me before, right? They went, "Yeah, we really like your video. I really like your videos." I was like, "Did you go to this school?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, cool." I was just stood there like, holy shit. And then I walked away from them, and I rang my friend Erin. And I was very calm. And I went, Aaron, someone has just came up to me from my YouTube videos. They know I've gone viral, Aaron. I'm the next KSI. Aaron, I'm going to be in the Sidemen. I'm going to do videos with the Sidemen. I'm so fucking holy shit. And Aaron was like, okay, that's cool. Aaron, they've just came up to me, my friend. They've just looked me dead in the eyes and they've said, Tommyinnit, you're the world's greatest man and I think you're incredible. And I went, yes. Yes, I am! And then I had a meal deal and was so freaked out. So after that day, I was suddenly very, very vigilant about it. I didn't even know this is a plethora of things that can happen, right? Because I think the thing is with YouTubers, everyone seems to forget that, especially with, I'd say, me. You know, KSI, you know, or name any, Wilbur. I've watched all these YouTubers. I've been watching them for years. Jay Schlatt is still my favorite YouTuber. It's so weird having all of them come up to me because they're my YouTubers. So that week, I got in a call with Wilbur and Phil's of Minecraft, as I always do when I'm in peril. Someone came up to me today. What do you do when that happens, Will? This isn't a thing I even thought about would start happening to me yet. I haven't been outside for 8 months, man. I have bloodshot eyes. And Wilbur said to me, listen, here's what you got to do. When someone recognizes you, you got to just look at them and politely ask them, if they're in a close distance of you and you want to, just ask, hey, do you want a photo? And I said, Wilbur, I actually think you would sound very obnoxious asking that, Wilbur. I think I would sound up my own arse, and they would think I was a wanker. Am I a photo? Do you know who I'm fucking a twat. And he went, no, trust me. And then he explained it to me in more depth, and it made a lot of sense. But still, wanker? Other than the very helpful advice, was incredibly helpful, because now it doesn't make it very awkward at all when people recognize me. But what a dick. From this point onwards, I was a little wary that, okay, now when I go outside, someone might come up to me. Now, a few weeks after this call, I just died. I started going to college, and I was incredibly apprehensive about if I should tell my college about my channel or not. Because, dude, I was so worried about how people were just fucking treating me differently and everything being weird. Because I've seen that happen to people, right? And right as I was at the pinnacle of being nervous, on the day I thought I was going to start telling people, someone came up to me from my college on the way into college. And I thought that was weird. I was not ready for this, all right? This was the second time I've ever recognized it. It was just this guy. He just looked up at me and went, hey, not Tommyinnit. I was on my phone, probably on Instagram, looking at the algorithm, and I went, ah? He went, yeah, man, you're Tommyinnit. Can I get a photo? And I was like, oh, thank God he asked me. I didn't even have to use a Wilbur tag. Sure, man. I kept walking, and I was like, oh, God. This is going to be the hardest day ever. I do not want to tell my college about my channel. This is going to be strange. As you know, if you've already seen that video, I did end up doing it, and it went great, man. It went so well. I thought that was going to be the biggest thing to get my head around with this YouTube thing. Done. Ticked off the list now. My college has found my channel. I've done the hardest thing, which is telling everyone. It's fucking easy from now on. I was so wrong. We haven't even gotten to the big day yet. After this, like a few weeks went by and no one came up to me. And then the best thing ever happened. And you gotta remember, at this point, every last time I got recognized, it was even weirder than the last. And this one was just fucking awesome. I used to go climbing with my pals, and I was in town with my friend Erin, and I was about to just dig into a fucking massive burrito. And this girl and this boy just came up to me, and they looked at me right as I was about to just chomp into this big ass thing. And they went, hey, are you friends with George Not Found? And I looked up at them, and I looked at Erin, and I went, yes, I am. Which was the fucking dumbest thing, because like at this point I'd not had anyone come up to me who fucking made a joke, and so having that was like, this is fucking awesome. And so I looked at them and I went, yes I am, that's me. Should we take a photo? I fucking threw in the Wilbur tactic. I didn't want to take a photo, and then I got a photo with them, and they posted it on Reddit. That's how I knew they were cool. And they were a couple, and they posted it, and they were like, yeah, we met Tommy. And they went, is he 6'3"? Because for some reason, I tell everyone I'm 6'3", and no one ever believes me, and I don't know why. And they went, yes, he is. So people have confirmation I am 6'3". I was at college just eating, about to nom into a burrito, and I walked over to this bin. A horde of girls came up to me, and believe me, I get this lots. This is such a common occurrence for Tommyinnit. It's also not. And a horde of girls came up to me and I went, no. And they recognized me, which was really cool. I got photos with them. And then they went on TikTok and they made a little TikTok about it. And I was like, what the fuck? Second weirdest part of this story is I was in college and I was stood there with my Costa and I just got filmed. Someone just filmed a video of me and put it, and it was just me just stood there very awkwardly with the Costa coffee. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's not like that bad, it's not that funny. It was just weird because I'm just me in public having a Costa coffee and they're fucking videoing me and they put that on TikTok and it was fine. Like it wasn't bad. It was like, you know, I understand it. But it was so weird, man. But then came the big day. This was what I thought would have just been a normal day at college, right? Just a totally fine day at college. But it ended up being the one I was like, oh, okay, this is weird. It started in the morning as I was walking up to the bus stop, and I shit you not, I was on the phone, the Discord, with Dream and Quackity, Bad Boy Halo, and I think George. I was walking up to the bus stop, and from across the side of the road, there were these like 3 kids, and they just looked at me and went, Tommy! And I went, yes? The alpha of the pack looked at me and went, Tommy, if you had to choose between 1,000 women and Vicstar, who would you pick? And I looked at them, and Dream at them, were like, what the fuck is, what? They were just laughing, and I was stood there, and I went, Vicstar. That was so funny. And I went into college, and now I was just walking through the bus station. The coolest thing ever happened. This was genuinely, I literally could have just burst into tears. Like, it was so like, holy shit. So basically, I was walking through the bus station. This girl was just walking past me, and she saw me and just froze. She came up to me and was like, oh my god, I love you. I was, thank you. And I got a photo. And then she got out a notepad and she had fucking like drawings of the fucking red and white shirt. I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. This is like an actual thing that happens. And then she was like, me, and then just as I thought it couldn't get any better, she was like, me and my girlfriend love your videos. I was like, she's a shit, yes! This is so epic! And I was so, oh dude, if I literally felt so bad there was COVID, I would have given her the fucking coolest fist bump. But I was like, holy shit, that was so cool, right? And that was so weird, because I've never seen someone just genuinely like, yeah. And that was so sick. But it all went downhill from there. And then I was at college, and I was just hanging out with my college friend group. For some reason or another, electric scooters have just really came back into fashion in the past, like, few months. This couple drove past me, and they just went, hi, Tommy! And then just kept going. And I was with my college group, and they just looked at me like, what? And I was stood there very awkwardly like, okay. As I was at college, and I went, I need the toilet, as I often do. And I was in the toilet, and someone just looked at me and went, hi, Tommy. Hi. And they weren't being weird or anything, but there's, you know, like, what are they going to do? Like, the toilets are close quarters, right? And it was fine. I just looked at him and was like, hi, this is weird, isn't it? Yeah, this is weird. Yeah. And it's not your fault, but this is weird. I think it might have been the same guy who was the other one on the scooter. It was so meta. And so I said hello, and that was weird. And then I went back to my college friend. I was like, yeah, someone just came up to me in the toilet, and they were like, oh yeah, this is weird. Because I think the thing that's really weird is like, it's so, the big worry, right, is that all your college friends are gonna be different to you, because I'm going out and people are coming up to me, and it's weird. And it, honestly, boys, it is quite unsettling and strange. But that particular example was just fucking very funny. And then as the day started to wrap up, and bearing in mind, all of this, one fucking day, this changed my entire life. This was the best thing that has ever happened, and this was my peak. Was I was walking back from college, right? Dare I unsettle you all for a second? With a girl. Now, listen to me. We weren't holding hands or anything. We weren't fucking making out or anything, though I wish we were. God, no, I shouldn't have said that. Hi. That was a joke. I fucking really hope they never show this video in college. Hi. And we were just walking, right? And we were just chatting, as I do, because I have so many women friends, although this was my first. As we're walking, this guy looks at me, and he doesn't look like someone that would watch my videos. He really doesn't. This guy looks from across the road, and he looks at me, dead in the eyes, and he's got that look in his eye, where I know, oh, fuck, it's coming, isn't it? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And then he looks at the girl I was stood with. I shit you not. And he looks at me, and from across the road, he just says the simple line that I will never forget, ever. Vicstar would be proud. A complete stranger, just because he saw me with a girl, looked at me and went, Vicstar, fucking Vicstar would be proud. What the fuck, man? What is going on, man? A complete stranger ruined all my chances. Not that, you know, that I had because we're friends. I'm not making the show. And then just to top off that day, I get a fucking text from my mum saying, hey, a package from Dream has arrived. And I get home and film this vlog for my second channel. So the second I get home from a 9-hour college day, I'm fucking vlogging in my room. And as I'm filming that video, I'm thinking, this is really weird. I'd say the only thing that I've found kind of hard with this whole YouTube thing is getting around your head like, shit, right? You know, you're not going to be... it's all less normal. And I've had experiences where people from, like, my college... No, people from, like, my old school would treat me differently. And just shit like that is so weird, right? And no one wants it. Because as I've been trying to convey from this entire video, the point of this is to go, shit, boys, this is so weird for me. It is also super fucking awesome, all right? Because I would be fucking... Now, boys, the people I've watched for years, like the Sidemen, I would be fucking speaking to and going around college singing Wilbur's song, you know, genuinely. Me and my friend Henry were just fucking going, he's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom. And I was sat there thinking, well, as he was talking about the music video, like I was sat in that office chair. That's so, wow. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's Will, isn't it? I fucking hate him. And honestly, boys, it's so awesome, all of this, and thank you all. But there is one final twist that really changed everything. I met a hater, a genuine, unironic, not just fucking YouTube comments, a hater. The thing about this was, it was yesterday, the day before recording this, this happened to me. And as we were walking back from the park, we had so many people come up to me, and I was so freaked out. Because you got to remember, when the big day happened, the big fucking day, I was getting about 30 million views a month. Now, it's like 120 million. So I'll be honest with you, I am very, very nervous to go back to college. Thank you all, by the way. It's quite a lot of people. But I'm so fucking freaked out by all this. And so I was trying to get home as quick as I could. And we were walking down the main path, all right? And as we were walking down, we saw these two guys in front of us. And they looked, well, one of them looked like the type of guy that would probably make fun of me in school. Definitely a few years younger than me. Seemed fine, but like he would call me gay as an insult, which is fine, isn't it? If you're a wanker. As me and Aaron were walking past them, and he looked at me and he went, your channel is ass. And so I looked at Aaron and just burst out laughing. We just lost our shit because he was like 2 years younger than me. And we just didn't know how to react because he looked at me and went, it's ass, bro. And we were like, because it was obviously dead serious and obviously fair enough to him. He's been watching the Sidemen videos. They cut me to look incredibly annoying. But me and Aaron, and bearing in mind, we're both like 6 foot. Aaron's like 6'1", I'm like 6'3". He couldn't have beaten us up unless he tried to. And so we just lost our shit laughing. And then he saw us laughing and he was angry. And he looked over and went, your channel is shit. And me and Aaron was so confused. We were like, holy shit, all right. I've peaked. The Sidemen viewers are real and they are after me. Oh my God! The other guy he was with ran after us and came up to me and went, hey, I'm really sorry about my friend. I'm really sorry. Can I get a photo? And I went, of course you can, mate. And I was like, oh man, God, stop. He's a twat. But I'm sure the guy that he was hanging out with was just having a bad day. But fucking hell, man. Dude, instead of buying an Xbox One, buy an Elgato capture card and start streaming, mate. You fucking better than them. But I just wanted to fucking, I was like, oh, man. Oh, poor guy. Because imagine that your mate's just having a shit fucking day. But holy shit, this has been weird, boys. This has been so weird. Oh, but I'm hoping it never stops. Fucking your channel is ass. I could have taken him in a fight, I guarantee you. And the YouTube video ends there! Good work, everyone! Good work! Woo! We did it! I'll be honest with you, these storytime ones are the only ones that I still get a bit nervy to do now. That's a wrap, boy!